What's up, fellas? All right. So recently on Eric Bischoff's podcast with Connor Compton, 83 Weeks, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. He basically was asked, and I'm going to paraphrase this whole little thing. He was asked about TNA and their recent decision to move from Impact Wrestling back to TNA, and I'm going to paraphrase it. Basically, he thinks it's not going to do anything, which I agree mostly. I think TNA is a dead issue at this point. I don't even know why or how they're even still around. I guess they're still a Canadian-based company that happened like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, or something. I mean, that's just coming off the top of my head. Why I'm remembering that, I don't know. But the point is, TNA, it's what it's always been, and they're a bunch of nobodies, hate to say it, and WWE retreads, because I went and I don't know when the last time I've looked on their roster. I mean, I know I used to have TNA recorded on my DVR a few years ago, but I'd only watch it for like Jordan Grace. That's about it. And even her, as of recently, she's just gotten too big and too muscular. It's just nasty. Like her, like a few years ago when she was like chubby, you're not chubby, I hate to say it. When she was like thick but fit, that was sexy. And she just went way overboard with it nowadays. Like, just, nah, I'm just, nah. But I don't want to name off every single wrestler. And that's one thing I will give them credit for. When you go to their website, they're actually calling their wrestlers, not sports entertainers, which I mean, they're superstars. That's so corny. But I don't have time, like I said just a second ago, to go through every single wrestler on their roster, but uh, the mainstays are still there. But one thing I quickly took my attention. I know they're going back to the name TNA, but that doesn't mean they need to go back to the wrestlers back when TNA was around, the name TNA. Like, why is Alex Shelley the champion? This should have happened back in 2008 or something. Why is Chris Sabin like the Intercontinental Champion or whatever? The only thing that's their tag champions, I forget their name off the top of my head, the women's tag champions, they're pretty sexy. Other than that, it's like, why is Kurt Hawkins, I think, yeah, I mean, I kind of go back and forth on him. I think he's a little bit of a jobber, but I think he has a little bit of potential. I mean, why not build a company around him? I mean, I don't know if he can actually cut a promo. Heath Slater, Fandango, as I was saying, WWE retreads. But a couple things that kind of caught my eye, it was the tag champions, the women's tag champions, and also, Rosemary's still there, but Rosemary, she was, yeah, I remember her being popular in 2016, like, yeah, 2016. I don't know why she's still around, no offense. But they have a lot of old retreads. Like, why is Tommy Dreamer? Why is he on the TNA roster? And I don't know why. Like, I got into a recent little ECW kick watching the rise and fall of TNA, rise and fall of ECW, and Tommy Dreamer. Wow, he definitely looks 20 years older nowadays compared to that kind of documentary I just saw the other day, literally like last night. He's put on some weight. Still has arms big as fucking watermelons, but or biceps big as watermelons, but it still looks old. But what I was trying to get at, and the main thing and the brightest star I honestly see on their whole page is Taylor Wilde. Like, she looks good as hell. She was in TNA back in 2009, that long ago. Like, she looks good as hell for her age. I know she was young back then, but she's definitely in her 30s. Got to be in her 30s, damn near mid 30s. She looks sexy as hell. Oh, also, Deonna Purrazzo, I think she like put on a little bit of weight or something. Like, I don't know why she ever left NXT or WWE. I always thought she like had a lot of potential. Maybe she'll go back one day. But basically, in summary, TNA is still TNA. Yeah, they're going back to the letters TNA, and that's also tits and ass wrestling. If you guys don't know out there, Vince Russo actually named that tits and ass wrestling back in 2002. But basically, Eric Bischoff, he's pretty much right, in my opinion. They're going back to TNA, but it's not going to mean shit, basically. But let me know what you guys think down below. Please leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.